What's up, guys, and welcome to the very first in a brand new series we're doing here called Level Up Plays. Maybe that's not what it's called, I don't know, that just is the first thing I thought of and I like it, so I'm saying it. I am D Marchese, otherwise known as the Beast J, and today I have the honor of showing you Ratchet and Clank on the PlayStation 4. Man, just to get this out of the way, I love it. It's fantastic. Pick it up. So the first thing you'll notice is it is probably one of the best looking games, if not the best looking game on the PlayStation 4 right now. I have a gaming PC monitor in front of me right now, so it looks even more outstanding, but what you're seeing in the video is a pretty fair representation of what you can expect. It looks really, really good. So before we go any further, welcome to our Let's Play series here. What this is going to be is kind of like a casual thing where I'm just going to show off some gameplay, show off some of the cool features of the game, and give you guys some of my overall impressions of the game. We're not going to be doing review scores or anything like that, and I probably won't get like too into the minutia of things, but yeah, that's generally what we're going to be doing here. So before we get into some combat, why don't I show you guys the upgrades, because I think the upgrade system is really cool. So what you'll notice is, as always, we have our Raritanium, and you can go in to the upgrades menu and use your Raritanium to upgrade the various weapons. There's things like, you know, ammo, extended life. If you use someone like Mr. Zurkon, you can extend the amount of time he's out there on the field with you. You can get more ammo drops, things like that. Impact damage, rate of fire, drop more bolts, all those kinds of upgrades. And as you can see, there's quite a few weapons. There's even some I haven't unlocked yet, and the upgrade trees are pretty extensive. So I think that's worth noting is there's a ton to do, and I don't think you'll have everything upgraded by the time you complete the game. So that's one. There's actually two other ways you can upgrade in this game. The other is just through experience, and that'll upgrade Ratchet and Clank and increase their health and their damage output, which is cool. And then this is the third thing I really wanted to talk about. It's new to the series. It is a card collection side thing where you collect these different sets of cards here, and when you complete a set, you'll get a certain statistical upgrade from it. So how do I view this here? I don't know how to view it exactly. But there are different types of sets. As you can see, I can go through the Rhino set, which I haven't collected many of, and then the standard set. So what'll happen is you'll complete a set of cards, right? And you'll get here we go. I can show you this, and you'll get a upgrade pertaining to that subclass. If it's complicated. It is kind of complicated. It's actually worth noting that it is pretty complicated for a 3D platformer, which I like, actually. So I completed the Omni Wrench set here. So my Omni Wrench damage is now increased by a certain percentage whenever I use an attack. So it says set complete bonus. The amount of damage dealt by the Omni Wrench is increased by 100%. So I'm essentially doing double the damage I was when I started the game because I completed this set of cards. And so forth. You have that for your Proton Drum, Mr. Zurkon, Pyrocider, Groovatron, Combustor, etc. And the more weapons you unlock, you know, you'll have those different cards to collect for those weapons. So I thought that was cool and worth noting. Now let's get into the fun stuff, shall we? This is a beautiful world, first of all. I came here intentionally. This is early on in the game. So I came back here just so I could show you guys some of the different combat. Now, of course, you can strafe as always. Jump, strafe, move forward, aim. You can just shoot from the hip if you want, but I do not advise that. I definitely, you know, use the strafe. That's why they built the damn mechanic. But man, it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. Right down to it brings me back, man, like to the old 3D platformers, and it brings me back to classic Ratchet, and it is undoubtedly classic Ratchet and Clank, but just in 2016, like, it's everything you wanted this game to be, pretty much. It's so damn good, and it just looks beautiful. This is as you hear that a lot, like, oh, this looks just like a Pixar movie, and you know, I'm not gonna tell you it looks like a Pixar movie. It doesn't completely. It is as close to looking like a Pixar movie in a video game anyone has ever come, and it just is so beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. What can you say? Look at it. You're seeing it for yourself. The combat is super fun. Really, really fun. And the different weapons I've unlocked so far. And you can actually put these in different spots if I wanted to. Trying to remember how to do that, but okay, I know if you hold this weapon wheel, you can change where you want to map the weapons to on the D-pad. Then I think as far as the weapon wheel itself, I think it's kind of what you see is what you get, unless I'm mistaken. Let me see if I might be able to customize that actually. Weapons. Yeah, you can. So you can actually place where on the weapon wheel you want them to be. So that's the other cool thing, is you can go through in your D-pad and just quick cycle your 4 most frequently used weapons. Or you can go into the weapon wheel and select one yourself. I'm actually going to use the Pixelizer. That's one of the brand new weapons they've added to the game. And I haven't used it yet. I just got it right before I started this Let's Play, so this will be exciting. As far as story goes, it is a remake. It is, as they're calling it. Yeah, that's so cool. That is so cool. Look at his little pixel dead body over here. That's awesome. But yeah, it is the game based on the movie, based on the original game. So there's definitely stuff out there that this is the coolest gun ever made, hands down. It's definitely taking inspiration from the original game, but there are some tweaks that you can tell will be used from the movie, I guess. It's not a movie game by any stretch of the imagination. This is a great game. This is one of the best games I played on PS4, quite frankly. And you can take that for what you will and call me an asshole and say there's been so much better, but to my recollection and to my knowledge of this industry and this platform, this game is up there. So pretty high praises from me, but man, I love it. And I'm also a big Ratchet fan, so take that for what you will as well. I love Ratchet and Clank. It's one of my favorite mascot platformers, so, you know, also take that for a grain of salt. But, I mean, what you see is not just what you get with this game. That's the thing. It's like there's so much more, and the upgrades are really actually kind of deep, and the combat is just so much fun. Like I said, you get the various upgrades to actually Ratchet and Clank, not just by... Did I already get this? I did. Not just by your health, but as you see, I got the copter upgrade there, and then I think later on there's some stuff I won't get into, but you get the picture. How do I get... Let's see if I can get some more enemies before we go. It's just a lot of fun, and there is a lot more to it than just jump, shoot. You know, it's not that kind of a game. It really isn't. And if you're not familiar with Ratchet and Clank, if this is going to be your first experience, you are very lucky. This is a great first experience to jump in with, because it is everything Ratchet and Clank used to be done better, quite frankly. And that's saying a lot, because A Crack in Time is actually pretty well regarded as the Ratchet game. I don't know if I'd call this one better. It's really close though. It's super good. It's hard to say. It might be better. I haven't completed it either though, so maybe I gotta see what it's like when I completed it. But this is a little bit of a dark environment to give you an idea of how drastically different these worlds look. This is just one world. Keep in mind, there's all those other planets you're gonna be visiting. Let's try out some other weapons here. Use the proton drum. Is pretty cool. I like this one. Just kind of thumps the shit out of enemies. But yeah, this is just one world that you're going to be going to. There's plenty more to see. And then you get all these varied locations within this one game now. You know, and there's secrets involved. There's the gold bolts are back, of course. And you can come back when you have more upgrades and try to obtain those. Like I'm trying to find... if I jump down there, that'll lead me back outside. So I don't want to do that. I'm trying to find... There's things I left behind in here. If you go on the map, there's a map, by the way, as you can see. There are things I left behind here because I couldn't get to them. And I have had some more upgrades since, so I don't know if I can now. But if we happen to get to it, that's great. If not, you know, you'll experience the game for yourself. I don't want to ruin too much. That's kind of also why I went back. Because, you know, it's not like crazy heavy story moments. The story is cool though, and the game's really funny. That's another thing I should probably point out. The game is super funny. It's really quirky. The humor is just as good as it's ever been. A lot of stuff they say is even funnier. They add a lot of things. There are definitely some added things from the original game that'll make you really appreciate this. And if you have played the original game, you don't need to have played the original game. As I said, this is a remake, but if you have played the original game, this is such a great homage to it because it's so self-referential. They reference things from the first game. They also reference things from the movie. So it's really kind of cool that they're so aware of what this is. You know, this is going to take us back outside, I think. But I think we can go try and check out that treasure over there. That'll be the last thing we do, I think, before we part ways today. But yeah, man, I have nothing but positive things to say about it, quite frankly. It's a gorgeous game. It's a super fun game. It's a game for all ages. It's funny. It's got awesome action, fast combat. I haven't even gotten any like boss fights yet, so I don't know how many there are. They're usually like a pretty decent amount. There's also a dive mechanic. I don't know how to do anything with that yet. I can't use my melee abilities when I'm down there, but I wanna, you know. This is the area I was talking about earlier. This is just the regular blaster, but just look at the different lighting effects and the particle effects, man. Like when you just shoot the little puff of smoke that comes off of your blaster and the embers that fly around in the air, bouncing off like the purples and blues and neons in the Star Cave. Like, God bless the art directors at Insomniac, and God bless Insomniac Games really for bringing back the 3D platformer, man, because I was getting worried there, you know. I thought they were like doing away with them, and it's one of my favorite genres. It's a genre I grew up on, so you know, I don't want it to go anywhere, but it seemed like it was for a minute, but not anymore, man. They brought it back in a big way, and this game really just trounces on anyone that says there's no space for a 3D platformer. God damn, does this prove them wrong, because this game has made its mark. It's #1 selling game on Amazon Games right now, I think. I wouldn't be surprised to see it on the top of the charts for NPD. I don't know, because Sony really hasn't been promoting it as much as they should have for how great of a game it has, it is. But yeah, man, it's gonna be something special for sure for PlayStation 4 players. So if you were thinking about picking it up, I had this problem before. I can't find this treasure. Can't find it. I'm on top of it. I don't know if it's like, I don't know. I can't get to it. I think I gotta shut the water off, and I got this ability that lowers the water, but I can't use it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, guys. That'll be a problem for me to solve and you to solve on your own, I guess. But yeah, man, it proves that there is a place for these games, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy it exists. It makes room for other 3D platforms to come back. I would love to see them bring back Jak and Daxter like this, amongst so many others. I love this game so much, and I'm really excited to get further into it. If you guys were thinking about picking it up, pick it up. Just trust me. If it's something that was remotely on your radar, if you're a Ratchet and Clank fan especially, you owe it to yourself to play this game. It is great. It is one of the best PlayStation 4 games I've played. It looks awesome. It plays awesome. Grab it. Thank you, Insomniac Games, for this Ratchet and Clank game. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed this. You can expect to see some more from me and the other guys here at the Level Up Network, and I hope you liked it. This was just our first dry run at a Let's Play series, so if you guys enjoyed it, let us know by hitting that like button. Share the video with your friends if they would like to see it as well. Most importantly, subscribe. As you might know, we had to restart our entire YouTube channel, so we need you guys now more than ever. Please subscribe to the channel. We would really appreciate that. We love all of you, and we appreciate all of your support. So thanks again, guys. Take care. Level up.